What's up, guys? Apparently, we are canceling No Nut November, and according to the anime man, with a 1, and now we are doing, what was it, only Nut November?
Non-stop Nut November.
Non-stop Nut November. All right. So now we're at non-stop Nut November, which means I can nut as many times to Yamato as I want.
That means you can't stop nutting for Yamato. Your life literally depends on it.
Does that mean I have to take another month off of work?
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
No. You had all this time to nut. No more.
No,
For me,
understand.
it's not November. This is a bit of a discrimination case, I believe.
Anyways.
It's alright,
Right. So it's non-stop Nut November, guys. Don't thank me. Just thank the anime man. With a 1,
Joey. It's all
not
his
an
fault.
I. And what else? What else do we have? So in Shibuya, Tokyo, there are people called non-maskers or whatever. They're apparently we've got some Americans in Tokyo. And they're also against what's it called? They're against testing. So that I was wondering what was happening with Tokyo, and I seem to understand now why Tokyo is still in shambles.
Yeah, we don't really get that where Adrian and I are at. We don't get people out once in a blue moon you do get the ultra nationalists coming out saying death to Korean people and shit like that. You know, the usual.
Okay, those are everywhere because the old people haven't died yet. So,
the black van people are young.
Are they do that? They do that?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
The black
I mean, no. Here in our old little Inaka valley, we have a bunch of racist old people. Yes, but Tokyo, I didn't know Tokyo had the. I mean. You're in the wrong place if you don't like foreigners.
Yeah, like
Tokyo is the hub.
Exactly, to certain degrees I can understand. And not by
accident. They made themselves the hub of foreigners.
Right, it was deliberate.
I
can understand people who have lived in Kyoto all their lives. They're trying to just have a traditional life, and then a bunch of foreigners just come in and flood their infrastructure.
Right. There's also God, I forgot the main airport in Tokyo.
Oh, Narita,
where
land.
the farmers and the people that live there were just fucking stolen of their land for this gigantic airport.
Yeah, Japan doesn't have eminent domain laws, but America during the occupation did have eminent domain laws. So, yeah, if you haven't heard, look up Narita Airport Farmer. There's one dude who still has a farm in the middle of the fucking airport. What a legend.
God bless him.
What a fucking absolute legend.
So those areas I understand. Narita, there's already a huge problem there. Okinawa, where you live next to the fucking, American base. Yes, this is disgusting. It's horrible. Blah, blah, blah. Awful treatment of citizens, right?
Right.
But if you're in goddamn Shibuya, I mean, it's a whole different problem with them. They just don't want to wear masks, and they want to be American.
Apparently, they hate foreigners so much.
You know what? They're in the right place.
They took too much from us. They saw what's happening over here, and they said, "Oh, they don't wear masks. We don't want to wear masks." And please,
get that.
God, wear your mask.
I really don't get that. And then not only are they anti-maskers, they're also anti-testers. They don't want to test.
That's what I don't get.
That's the wildest thing.
It's
I think it's the Trump idea of if we just stop testing, we'll stop raising numbers.
But the thing is
so stupid. It's bro.
The numbers will stop raising if you stop testing, guys.
If I just close my eyes, it's not there. It's no, it's still there. Yeah. the rule of the monster can't get you if you put your blanket over your head. Like if you cover your entire body with the blanket, the monster can't get you. That the monster's still there, guys.
Yeah, like I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't read up on what the reason behind these people's like why they're anti-mask and why they're anti-testing. I'm just don't come at me. I did not see that. I just saw a headline. I thought it was hilarious that this is also happening in Japan.
Wouldn't have expected it.
Man.
I wouldn't have expected it because everybody here wears a mask like it's like second skin. So yeah, that's your update for this month. Oh, and I'm back. Yes, thank you for welcoming me back.
Oh, and I'm okay, by the way.
Yes.
Everything turned up gravy. Everyone's okay.
Everyone's fine. I didn't have corona. Franz feels better after shitting themselves of everything.
Everything.
And I'm getting a new car this week. And I'll be doing my Japanese driver's test next week. I'm so scared. But yeah.
Ooh, nice.
So that's your update. Anyways, this is Paramecia Fancast, One Piece Fancast, where we read and
and what else?
Almost
read and review.
Sure, yeah, that's one of the words we say.
Read and review this week's chapter. My name's Adri.
My name's Franz.
And my name is John. We're ever closer. One day.
You're making progress.
Did I miss something?
The discussion bit.
Oh, fuck. And have a discussion. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Take it away.
Take it away. No, yeah, we're back. Chapter 994. My other name is Yamato. Which, oh baby. So many things about that. I'll talk about it at the end when Yamato gets his moment.
Yes.
But we start off with Gang Beige. The final volume. Gang Beige's Oh My Family final volume. The
and it's
blissful
a
ship
cliffhanger.
sails. Yeah, the blissful ship sails on through celebration cannons. Shit. And it's like them sailing and they're like all like it shows Gang Beige blushing with the cigar and like hearts floating out the ship while they're getting like blasted by a marine ship, and it just says Finn in the bottom left corner.
Oh, okay. So I didn't even notice that they're like being blasted at. So he does realize that they're being attacked. So it seems like they're gonna get away.
I'm pretty sure the whole wedding ceremony occurred during this.
Yeah, that's what I think is happening.
That would be very, very on brand.
It would be. It's very
for
beige.
Gang Beige especially. But it's cute. They escaped, so I'm hoping we get to see them soon. Like re-enter their way.
Yes.
I was kind of hoping there'd be something like Jinbei's where it was like there's kind of a reveal and it's like, oh fuck, and then when he makes his way back to the story, it's like, yeah, like that poneglyph I found, I gave it to Big Mom. It's like,
yeah,
oh,
some
shit.
kind of like wink lore.
Yeah, some kind of like, hey, keep an eye out. But there was nothing like that. But it was cute. I liked it. If anything, we'll always remember that the germ pirates made their debut around the time that coronavirus lockdowns started occurring all over the world. And I just have to think that Oda, like, after it got sent to his editor, I just gotta imagine Oda's reaction, like, oh fuck.
Are you
Calls
telling
up the
me
editor.
Oda was in on coronavirus?
Yeah,
Oda did corona.
I don't want to say Oda did
I'm
coronavirus, but Oda fucking did coronavirus.
Now hold on. We cannot.
Okay. Maybe
Lawyers
we can't
listening
go that
to
far.
this, Shueisha lawyers, this is a joke. It's joke.
You can't
It's joke.
prosecute.
Come on.
Prosecute me.
It's just a joke, bro. You can't make any
it's just a
litigious
joke,
actions
man.
against
It's
me.
just a joke.
Yo, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. Oh god. Yeah, no. Speaking of things that are not pranks, yeah, that arm is gone, dude.
It's gone.
Bye bye. Well, we still got a little bit of an upper arm, just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
we
It was.
Yeah.
It was
He's got
cut.
a shoulder.
Yeah,
We
it
got
was
a
cut below
shoulder.
the shoulder.
We've got a shoulder and half of a bicep.
My God, it's just fucking wild. Like,
I mean, I honestly I wasn't too worried. Like I was really like sad. I was like, oh no, Kiku, oh my god. But it never really occurred to me that she would die.
yeah,
So like
I
when the
was
chapter-
scared that she would
when-
die, but at the same
yeah.
time, like, I was like, I don't think she will.
But when the chapter opened, like it just like Kinemon and her brother just like nonchalantly like come not nonchalantly but very like yeah, that happened. Time to clean up.
Izo wraps that shit up. Kinemon fucking fire
Burns it.
sword.
Right. Oh,
Firefox Kinemon
he
cauterizes
wraps
the
it up? Okay.
fucking wound.
I was wondering what the fuck. Okay, that's what he's doing. He's
He
Yeah,
like
it's like
tightens it to constrict
yeah,
Turn
because
a
for a
cat
second
ink.
I was like, is Izo like cleaning the wound? Because like that was a sharp like slice. Like it had to have been clean. Like there's
Also,
nothing
yeah.
to clean.
Getting cut by air, like,
Yeah.
it's gotta be
It
clean.
has to be like a clean cut. So now that you mention it, I see what you mean. He's putting a tourniquet on her.
Yeah.
For a
I
second.
thought that was wild.
Kiku
I
is
knew it was
metal
coming.
as
Once I saw
fuck.
Kinemon like flame up his sword, I was like, oh, they're fucking gonna do the cauterizing thing.
Oh man. And
Dude.
there was all this discourse online that was like, oh, like, they're gonna like, oh, Oda doesn't kill people. Like, I'm disappointed he didn't even kill Kiku. And I'm like, dog, like,
Why the
it's
fuck do you
op-
want Kiku to die?
it's the opposite. Like,
oh right,
these
yeah,
samurai
that's
have been
true.
waiting for 20 fucking years. Like the
Oda
fact
never
that
kills
this didn't kill
anybody.
Kiku, he's like the samurai are no, they are not dying until
The only thing,
like
the only
until
things that
Kaido is
Oda-
dead.
The only people that Oda ever kills are the ones that like hold us gently in their arms,
yeah,
like Ace and Corazon. Like,
yeah. I don't know.
Um,
It's just constant. Whenever
so, like,
those people rear their
if
heads, I'm
Kiku,
just like,
like-
shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Oda's got
Like-
like very specific like death flags that he gives people,
Yeah.
and like
But
the moment they're
usually-
in right now is a giant death flag, sure, but like there's other like details. Like we need to love someone a lot, not just because like we love Kiku because she's a queen, but
Right.
Yeah.
the narrative isn't like pushing us to love her.
I mean,
you know.
and let's be honest. When Oda kills people, it's for somebody else. It's a foil for someone else.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that. Deaths in One Piece are usually meant to further somebody else's like
Yeah. I
character
just-
development.
I just never understood, like, guys, it's these people, look, I won't spend that much time on it, but it's these people that watch too much fucking, what's that dumb YouTube channel that literally ruined analysis on everything?
A lot
That
of them, all of YouTube.
That movie trope or whatever, Cinema Sins ruined, like, any sort of movie discourse, because everybody...
In critical analysis, yeah.
Yeah, any sort of critical analysis, because they're just like, oh, haha, trope here, here's the trope, haha, movie bad. And I'm
It's
like,
wow, you got it. Movies
Wow.
and stories are made up of tropes. Oh my god! Like,
wow, building blocks.
you're so
Hmm.
smart.
It's like, it's a mixture of people like that just
Yeah.
fucking blindly point out tropes and they don't fucking know anything. And
Right.
then the other thing is people that just, for some reason, think now that One Piece has to be Game of Thrones, and Oda just has
Right.
to kill people randomly for no reason. And
It's
it's
like, dude, there's
no,
a bunch
like-
of seinen out there that you could be watching. You could be
Yeah.
watching Tokyo Ghoul. You could be watching, what's that other one that kills everybody? You could be watching Kimetsu no Yaiba. Everyone dies there.
Kimetsu no
Yeah.
Yaiba, like,
Go!
it's just a different kind of story. One Piece is
Right.
not that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know, there are places where you can compare, but like
Right.
when it comes to killing, it's always going to be a sharp contrast to what a lot of other people do. One Piece is often compared to Kingdom. I don't know what Kingdom is particularly. I believe it's like a semi-historical kind of like,
I think it's supposed to be like a romance of the Three Kingdoms or whatever.
yeah, that sounds about right. It seems to be fucking Dynasty Warriors, the manga.
Yeah.
But like, yes, that is a story of death. Everyone dies in these kinds of wars. But One Piece isn't explicitly about war. We're just starting the war with the Yonko.
Yeah.
You could say that Whole Cake Island was the start, but no, that was a diversion. Luffy didn't intend to go after Big Mom first. He wanted Sanji back. It was supposed to be in and out.
Yeah, that was the prelude to this war.
Like, this is the start. So, like, are we gonna kill everyone off at the beginning? No, because then what the fuck else is there?
Not just that, but like, not just that, but like, can you imagine, like, oh yeah, we're just gonna kill off Kiku by spins the wheel, cutting off her arm. Like, you won't die from an amputated arm. Calm down. Like,
yeah,
especially,
and again,
like,
it all comes back to like the scabbards' like determination. Like, they're not leaving the island. They're not dying. They even said so. They will not die until Kaido's dead. Like,
and then they will.
Everything in their power. Yeah.
I don't know.
So
It's just like, this isn't the manga for you. This isn't for you.
yeah,
Go home.
I've seen that discourse all over the place, and I'm like, guys, Jesus Christ, shut up.
Read fucking
Watch Game of Thrones. I bet y'all liked season 8, assholes. Anyways, now I'm mad. Like,
Damn.
Sorry.
No, I'm not.
But honestly, I'm really glad to see Kiku like take
Kiku's
it
medalist.
so
Oh yeah, she looks
like,
so good.
Yeah,
She didn't even break a fucking sweat.
Like,
she was
straight
just
up,
"Aight,
like,
I'm ready.
the fucking meme from Monty Python, "'Tis but a scratch."
Yeah, the Black Knight tastes but a scratch.
Dude, she gets up and
Holy shit.
Kaido gives her props, saying, like his little laugh, "Wo-do-do-do-do." Yes, that's it. The sense of of determination. I love the way of the samurai. Like, dude.
Yeah, I love the way of the samurai. Now Roger and Whitebeard, they did it right. It may not be the way of the times anymore, but death is what completes a person. Isn't that true? So let's end this. And Kaido goes straight into his fucking, like, Oni form.
Dude. It's
You're
so...
right, that is an Oni, huh?
Yeah.
That's what we've been saying.
Yeah, because I don't want to call it, like, fucking his humanoid form, I guess.
You're right. That's actually...
'Cause I don't-
I mean, he even has the imagery of the club. Like
Since
Yamato.
forever. Since
It's
for
up-
fucking
yeah.
ever.
Oh,
It's up in the air for me, still.
we
He
still
could
don't know.
be ancient giant with the dragon fruit, but let me have this, guys. Let me have Vegapunk come in and explain the science of nutting while in zone form.
We're not gonna get an Oda box until we get Kaido's hybrid form.
Yeah, that's when
Calling
we're gonna
that.
get the reveal.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
100%. I can see that.
Give me that hybrid form.
Give
Oh
me
my
that
god, that's
shit.
gonna be nuts.
Give me that
like,
hybrid form.
So if Kaido's
It's
just like,
non-stop nut November, Oda. I need it.
I'm gonna fuck with you, because if Kaido is an ancient giant, like his quote unquote human form is just how he is right there,
Yeah.
and his hybrid form is like that plus dragon, is he just gonna look like a giant Mushu from Mulan? Where he's just like long, but he's
Don't
got
say
small
that.
appendages.
Shut the fuck up.
Holy shit.
You're ruining it.
Yeah, that's the point.
You know what this is? This is the meme of, like, if Kaido in dragon form, would he wear jeans like this or like this?
No, we need that schlong ding.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, we're moving on.
We're moving on. Look, I know we here at the podcast take
you might wanna
nonstop
check
Nut
on that
November
laugh there.
very seriously, but
But sometimes.
there comes a time.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, okay.
we're at the first level of the
This is
castle.
discrimination.
Tough.
This is discrimination.
And everyone's like,
John
oh,
can talk about pussies, but I can't talk about schlong.
we don't talk about pussies. We don't.
That was before we started recording. At least this episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Other episodes, I can't remember that far back. I know it's a joke on our Discord where it's like I like John and Adrian being horny against Franz.
I'm a good adherent to the Christian faith.
Yeah, okay. Anyways.
This is a Catholic podcast.
I know what you keep in
This
your
is a
drawers.
Catholic podcast.
I know what you keep in your drawers.
Rude.
Rude.
Okay.
He keeps modern art in his drawers like every upstanding Catholic.
Exactly. So
anyway, oh, dude,
we've got
Kinemon gets a zinger. He just says, "Don't be conceited, Kaido. There is no glory in losing to you."
Yeah, we got Kinemon the fucking party pooper.
Get fucked.
dude, but like Kinemon just like it. Kinemon just like looking at him, just it. That line was a spit to the face.
There's
Yeah.
no glory in losing to you.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
It's like, but then I got to thinking, like, is there any glory in losing to somebody? I'm confused.
I mean,
Is that a part of the samurai way?
it depends.
He might as well just be holding a sword up with the middle finger. Just fuck you, Kaido.
We're
Hey,
in a
man.
different
Fuck you,
manga.
man. Yeah.
But no, we've got some of the like shrimps. They're calling out, "Oh, it's Straw Hat and Jinbei. They're really tough. Watch out." Sanji's just like,
I love it.
kick someone out. It's like, why didn't you mention Blackleg, huh?
What about me, motherfucker?
It's so good.
Oh
They're
my
just-
I love how like we're in the thick of the fight with Kaido, and then Oda just wants to fucking pinball us back.
Yeah.
But
I love Luffy though. I want to beat Kaido too.
Yeah, at the very least, we've gone up one floor since last chapter.
Oh
Or
shit!
maybe
Yeah,
two.
we have.
I don't remember.
Wait,
But
this
we're
is
out of the basement.
994.
We're out of the basement.
So
No, that's
one
still not the
level
top,
a
though.
chapter.
995, 996, 997, 998, 999.
get up to the top
if we're
floor.
going
Get up to the top, and then something's gonna happen
one
on
floor
1,000.
chapter,
Yeah.
then maybe by 1,000 we'll be at the top.
Oh, something's
Luffy
gonna
gets
happen.
there at 1,000.
Yeah. Right, so Sanji's mad. People not paying attention to him.
This next part
Luffy's
was
like, come on, we gotta move. I want to beat Kaido too. And then some motherfucker with chicken legs comes in. I'm like, you guys are pathetic. Yeah, the one with the chicken legs calls us pathetic.
I love this.
Oh no, it's Fortrix and Hamlet. We can't slow those guys down, sirs. So the peanut gallery is like, sorry, we can't help you. These guys are actually pretty legit. And they're like, ordinary, that word applies to you. Some chicken guy says, pipe down. And Giraffe Man's like, expectations? That's what we surpass.
This is the most.
And the chicken's like, no, they're truly strong. Keep their mouths shut.
God, it's been a while since we've seen some truly fucking heinous genetic freaks. It's been a while since we've seen some characters that just like, you deserve death. Like,
is that man the head of that? Do you see how the giraffe head is like shaking?
Yeah,
like it really cannot like
support the weight of a fucking man.
Like it really can. Like it's
it cannot support the weight of a man doing,
like,
as Franz pointed out before recording, the filthy Frank pose.
the underleg guns holding,
Yeah.
gooch showing.
like is the giraffe like is the giraffe sentient or is he the giraffe? Because I'm so worried for this giraffe neck.
The giraffe is sentient, but
It sucks. It's like sweating.
His body is
and
the head.
It's sweating and shivering and not shivering, but it's like struggling
Yeah.
to hold up this like.
God, how much does
thing.
he weigh? How much does he weigh?
I mean, I feel like a giraffe's biology is like teetering on like
Probably
not being viable.
I mean, giraffes have very
yeah.
small heads.
Yeah,
Giraffes
wow,
are very
babe.
close to being
That's
pretty
patched out.
fucked.
How is that fucked up?
Well, you call him giraffe stupid?
No.
Wow, that's kind of
Anyways.
fucking messed up. H. No, I'm just,
So their names are Hamlet, that's the giraffe smile fruit motherfucker, and Fortrix, for whatever reason, the chicken smile fruit motherfucker.
The chicken's
They're both
ass.
card games.
Is that the chicken ass?
Yeah.
He is the chicken's ass. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
his
lose
head
myself.
is coming out of the anus, which makes me question. Okay, hold on. First of all, because chickens have backwards knees, right?
They do,
yes.
yes.
When he's moving around as the chicken,
with those legs.
they're technically normal knees.
But his feet are backwards.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
fuck,
yeah, they
true.
are.
Oh shit! No, never mind. He's a genetic freak.
Oh,
Kill him.
shit.
This is what happens
So-
at the fucking McDonald's factory. This is the chicken nuggets that we eat. That's what they look like. They come out looking like Fortran. Please kill me.
So we get this whole spread and little Oda box. We get this whole spread and little Oda boxes for them, and then we have Jinbei and
Immediate.
Sanji wipe the floor with them immediately in one small little panel.
Immediate. And they're like
Stop
on the floor.
growing
and all-
like that.
I feel like this could have been like worded a little bit differently,
Stop growing like that.
but it's still hilarious.
I just love the idea of Sanji and Jinbei just being fucking absolutely done, like with smile fruits, these genetic monsters. Stop.
wrong with- like,
just fucking stop.
In what world did somebody think, wow, we should put a man on a giraffe's neck and we should put a man on the ass of a chicken?
That's
would be
fucking.
great.
I blame Caesar Clown. Because he
Yeah.
made these things, he had to have tested them, and when he saw the outcome, he was like,
Good
yeah,
enough
that's
for
fine.
me. Yeah.
That's a B plus. Like,
Right.
I'll pass.
oh God.
So they continue. They get past these very strong smile fruit users.
Yeah.
And then we're on the performance floor.
Oh shit. The
We seem to be
fucking Oni
checking in with
virus.
everybody this chapter.
Yeah. This had a good moment.
Yeah.
The Oni virus is like taking over all the soldiers. And we see the pleasurers. They're like, why did you do this to us? Like, Master Queen? Like, oh, I'm turning so cold. And he's like, so what? All you do is laugh anyways. Maybe now you'll be useful. And it's like, dude, you're so fucked up.
Yeah.
But the samurai like, oh, like don't let it touch your skin. Like only use your weapons. And we see the not the Oniwabanshu, the Mimiwari Gumi. I
Hyogoro's
think.
Yeah.
guys, right?
Yeah, the Mimiwari Gumi, the oh wait, no,
The
that
cops.
is- he's the cop, and then those other people are the Fukurokuju guys,
Oh, whoops.
the ninjas. They're all mixed together. Anyways, they're like, oh, has Queen gone mad? The Oni are attacking friend and foe alike. At this part, oh man, I was like, man, this part got me. I don't even remember this guy's name,
I
bro.
don't even know who this motherfucker is.
Yeah, Omasa. He's one of the Yakuza leaders.
Mm.
And he's like, Boss Hyogoro. And they're like, oh my god, he's been infected. And he's holding the sword to his chest. And he's like, if I'm only going to harm my own people, then it's better to. And Hyogoro's like, no, like. And this panel, I don't know why, like, I don't even have, like, that big of a connection to this guy. But I was like, dude, this is so fucked up. He's like,
Dude,
I don't want to be a monster. And he's like, Hyogoro's like, there's gotta be a cure. And if there's no other way, I'll cut you down, but never end it yourself. And I was
I
like,
thought that was
damn.
like really interesting since the samurai way like is usually the
Yeah.
more what's the word?
It's like
the more
it's
dignified way to end it is
Yeah.
by yourself.
N-
Like if you know that it's the end for you, the more dignified way is to end it yourself than to give the enemy the pleasure of ending it for you.
that is true, but it's still like there isn't much dignity in that.
Right.
well, like-
no, it's not
well-
much dignity, but it's like the last like
What Hyogoro's referring to specifically is more akin of like, so this guy, this cat-looking guy is about to commit seppuku, right?
right.
Like everyone's heard of seppuku, but like there is a way to commit seppuku in which before you like, not before, but as you drive the knife into your bowels, someone beloved to you
slices
would
your head off,
end
don't they?
your misery, and like so you don't suffer through the pain. The point of seppuku is to suffer through the pain of disemboweling yourself and seeing your intestines all over everywhere. So someone's supposed to end your suffering and cut your head off before that.
Well, what about that other person?
What do you mean that other person? Like that person is basically like doing the seppuku the favor.
That's your homie.
Right.
You're
No,
killing
I got
yourself, and then your homie hooks you up.
So then, what is it? What is it? Where like it's the last? I guess it's just you keep going.
Right. Like
Until
you
die.
should keep going, and you're right. Like there is an aspect of seppuku where like it's better to off
like,
yourself than be.
You're not gonna give the enemy the
but like that's not as dignified as if Hyogoro would end him.
Right.
So. You know, there's layers to this. It is a very like specific cultural moment. Like I can't remember exactly the act of cutting someone's head off during seppuku. Oh wait, no. Oh my god, kaishaku?
Isn't that like an honorable discharge kind of thing?
It is literally an honorable discharge.
Jesus Christ!
Like you've done something bad, but we still kind of respect you, so we're gonna give you like
the most dignity you can get in the act of
boy.
seppuku. Yes,
they don't fuck around, dude.
Right.
Yeah, seppuku's very complicated, actually.
Yep. So
fucking rules to this.
I thought
shit,
that was
but,
really cool though with Hyogoro. Like, I'll do it myself, but never end it. I'll cut you down, but never end it yourself.
Yeah,
that was very sweet.
I like all these samurai
guys. And then we
guys,
go
man.
right back
I love them.
to wrenching our heart out in the next page. There's like these random people. These seem to be on the side of Queen.
Yeah, some small fry.
Yeah, they have the little like the Oni has the little like chest straps like the.
Yeah, so he's like, "Stop it, my brother. You know me. We joined this pirate crew together. This is too cruel, Queen. How can you do this to our own?" So like we're being shown that not only is Queen sabotaging the other people, but he's also completely okay with fucking up their own.
Queen is like holding the biggest super spreader event on Wano.
Yeah, I mean, it's also kind of fucked up considering like I mean his Queen's like imagery is kind of
he nasty. You could say it.
Yeah, but like his the way his beard is and the way his hair is tied.
Oh, like, it's very Chinese coded. You're right.
It just the Chinese coded like villain.
Oh, I see.
With the virus.
Oh yeah. That's also like though Queen did come out well before.
Yeah, Queen came.
Queen
right.
did predate,
I don't think
yeah.
he's making. I don't think
right.
he's making a coronavirus.
It's like huge coincidence now that you bring it up. Yeah,
I actually.
It's one of those things where you look at it now and you're like, oh, this is unfortunate.
But I was wondering like why was there something about Queen that bothered me, and it was just like the alternate, the like specific way that he's.
Yeah.
I guess accessorized.
Yeah.
That like really bothered me. But no, disclaimer, I definitely don't think that it's like a coronavirus in Chinese people.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But, you know, could it be some like internalized kind of biases?
Definitely.
Maybe.
It like
what would make somebody look like a villain?
I mean, fuck, even in JoJo's in part 1 of JoJo's, the fucking guy that gives the poison to Dio to poison Jonathan's dad is like they go to the Chinese shop in the town in like London, and the Chinese guy is real fucking stereotyped and it's like, oh, I'll give you the poison. So it's like, it's just one of those.
The hypocrisy of it all is that like, you know, Queen being the plague and whatnot, like, you know, doing this shit and like testing out on his own fucking people, like it's not like pound for pound exactly something like the fucking some of the shit that Japanese scientists did. That one specific squad that it's with the number that I don't remember, but like
in World War II, right?
In World War II, it's still like it just doesn't feel right to like. You know, Japan did that to Chinese people, and then you're gonna Chinese code-ish. like it's not 100%, but like they're like the Fu Manchu and the fucking.
Yeah. I don't know. I might just be pulling shit out of my ass.
There are some. I don't blame you for thinking it for sure.
Look, petition to have Queen always in Bronto mode.
You know what?
Actually, have we seen Queen's hybrid? I know we've seen the full mode.
Oh boy.
I would love if the Queen hybrid is just his normal body and he actually gets a neck. His neck just stretches. That would be horrendous. I would love that. That would be horrifying.
You know what? Hell yeah. Actually, let's get that.
Oh man. We get a shot of the homie squad. Fucking Chopper, Brooke, and Robin. So Brooke, I gotta say real quick, Brooke strapped, to the T. He has his fucking blade, like his ice sword. He's probably holding back a whole bunch of Onis. And the motherfucker just leaves Chopper and Robin with some fucking 2x4s. Dude, this shit is Left 4 Dead, dude. Like,
I get that, like, they're the main characters, but, like, why aren't they slightly strapped, at very least?
If only.
If only Oda would fucking unleash Robin into the
coward.
overpowered, like, powers that she has,
I was about to say that Robin could snap
her...
Queen's neck right now, but Queen is so fucking thick, I think Robin would break the arms that appear on his
Could she, if she were to touch people with her arms from the, I was about to say quirk, from the fruit, would those, like, would that affect her? Like, would the Oni fruit affect?
I think we
the Oni virus
talked about
affect her?
this last week. We have no idea.
I think there's a precedence to say yes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go back to Dressrosa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
when she's protecting Rebecca, I believe.
Yeah.
From like those spike balls.
Oh yeah.
And her back started like bleeding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that was so
all right,
sexy.
so fuck. All right.
So Robin for sure knows that she can't
Right.
hold them back with her fruit power.
She's being nerfed right now, but it's fine.
That's actually really interesting. Like, a power like hers is so overpowered that you can't
right.
You can't counter it so easily.
It's still flesh and blood.
But it's still flesh and blood. So
Yeah.
that's so interesting.
Super sick.
So Chopper's delivering what we've all been thinking of. Chopper's like, I can't whip up an antidote and administer it to all these Oni in the midst of battle. It's practically impossible. And fucking Brooke is like, then what? And Chopper's like, but unlike back in Udon, the mastermind behind the virus is right here. Whoever cultivates that virus must have the antibodies. If we can just get those, then I can make a ton of medicine. And
Brooke.
Our own personal peanut gallery head, Brooke is like, and it just had to be a lead performer. Stealing the antidote will be a tall task.
This motherfucker. Of all the people to say this, it's him.
Yeah, right?
Dude,
we get
you
it.
went
up
up against Big Mom solo and lived, and he's like, God, it's gotta be a second in command, of course. Like, you fucker.
And it's like, dude, you stole a rubbing of a poneglyph. Like,
he stole a rubbing of a poneglyph. He's able to counter Big Mom's powers, and he's just like, God damn,
but it doesn't
bro.
mean it doesn't mean that he wants to do it.
No, I just laughed at the way he words it, like, damn, this is gonna be a hard one, guys, and everyone's looking at him like, bro, like,
he's like, God, this is gonna take so much effort.
Fucking lazy bones.
Like, that's it. That's what it's it. Like, it's just gonna take a lot of effort.
Yeah. Chopper, he's like, I'm less worried about the way they're going out of control than I am about the after effects. It's increasing the ferocity and muscle mass while freezing the skin. The human body can't handle that kind of stress. And Zoro's like, what can we do to keep them down? What are they, zombies? And they're all just kind of figuring out what to do. Robin's like, if we just abandon them, then... And Queen is like, yeah, they'll die. If you get infected, you'll last an hour at best. Who's been turned into an ice Oni? Your friend, your boss, your subordinate? And this next part,
it's kind of
so
funny.
Fucked up.
I love what this turned into because I hate the character in question.
Exactly.
I think we all do.
I got so I was like, damn, okay, maybe Queen ain't that bad.
Yeah.
Maybe he did one good thing.
One good thing.
Oh, maybe human testing is actually pretty chill. It takes manga to get me to realize some of these things. Like,
Jesus.
And the other would endeavor, like, oh, maybe he could teach Todoroki, like, to use the powers, and
Stop.
yeah, the ice power would work to help it. Man, maybe eugenics does work.
Stop.
Here we are, Paramecia Fancast, problematic faves, apparently.
Now we have a eugenicist in our
No.
midst. So
But,
Queen makes his announcement. I thought this was hilarious though, where he's like, "They might be as strong and lively as they've ever been in their lives. Make sure you hug him one last time before they go. Catch the fever, don't miss it."
The catch the fever was like,
Catch
Oh.
the fever.
I can't hug them, you fucking bastard.
Queen, we're in a global pandemic, you bitch.
what are you, insensitive fuck?
And so Mr.
This is the
Piano Mouth,
ultimate super spreader. Yes.
Mr. Piano Mouth, motherfucker. He's like,
another
oh
sick
damn,
new
another
weapon."
sick new weapon. That guy's a real piece of work. I gotta get out of here.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Let me
I
out.
love it.
Let me out.
Hey,
Open the door
I love
already.
this. Hey, brother Apu. And he's like, what? He's like, what the fuck is this? And Queen throws something to him. And he's
I
like,
love,
those
how
are
he catches it without a thought.
Yeah.
He could have been
What is
throwing the
this?
fucking like virus at him.
Yeah. Because he goes, what is this? And then I imagine like the sound test of a giant megaphone. The only antibodies in the world. If they take them from you, I'll slaughter you. Like everybody hears it.
Excuse me.
Dude,
And
he's like so like.
He's like,
He's so fun.
You did what now?
It's like,
Yeah.
and Queen just continue like, I think we're ready to start. Queen presents game night. It's like,
Game
fuck
night.
you. You gotta give him a fighting chance or it ain't no
Jazz
game. Killing betrayal, no rules whatsoever. Let's play some freeze tag. And Apu's bulging his eyes out. He's like,
Antidote?
Me?
Antidote?
He's like realizing like, oh fuck, all these motherfuckers have their eyes on me now.
oh, Chopper says, Zoro, get him.
I love how he stays with it though. Like he just keeps it. He doesn't throw it back. He doesn't do anything. He just he does it. He
holds
plays
it.
the game.
The Mimawari,
Uh-huh.
The guys.
the guys, the cop guys,
Right.
and like the rest of the small fry and the pirates.
I love Chopper just like a fucking dog. Solo,
Get
get it
him!
from him. You got it.
Yeah, get it.
And, dude, they're all after him, fucking chasing him down. This motherfucker, what are you thinking, Queen? This is insane. It's fucking...
He's like,
Dude, if you play keep away for an hour, you win a poo. They'll all be dead. Wahaha, steal and kill, do whatever it takes.
he's just like, you only have to deal with this for an hour. Don't worry. Just-
This
Only
is
an
the shit
hour,
that
pussy.
Kaido
Like-
and Mom were talking about, where you don't trust a pirate alliance. This
Yeah.
is how we get Apu to be a comrade. We enlist him.
Comrade.
Apu. No, I don't want that motherfucker.
Oh no! That's when Apu joins the alliance. That's what he's gonna play.
Get that shit out of my house.
Yeah, On the real, I don't fucking care for Apu, so
I can't
he
stand
can
him.
stay with Kaido for what he for his money, but you know.
Apu's teeth are nasty, but like
Yeah.
I've said many times, and the people can fact check me on this. Our listeners, I think it's fucking cool that he can fold his hand and make his elbow a mouthpiece and play
hate it.
the hand trumpet. I
hate
think
it.
that's pretty cool.
It's
Or
a
he can-
saxophone.
his other
you
hand.
fucking-
Yeah, his other hand, he could fucking
Oh,
turn
but you know what I just noticed?
his fingers into a reed and then blow, and it's a forearm saxophone.
Wait. You know what I just noticed?
What?
He has the same hair as Queen.
He does.
Yeah.
Though I think
maybe it's
Apu
just
is
like a-
actually like
No, I think
Apu-
maybe it's just like a stylistic design.
maybe, but
Apu
you know
is
how
of
like
the long arm
However,
tribe.
the whiskers on Queen are
the
pretty
Fu
Chinese
Manchu.
Yeah.
but yeah.
But Oda's given all the fucking fucks. The Supernova. He's given all of them countries.
Ah.
Yeah.
Like the Straw Hats. And I do believe Apu
Is that
yeah,
fluent?
China.
Ooh!
Yeah, he was.
So
Chinese.
you're not wrong, Adri.
Yeah.
You got it on the
wonder-
fucking.
I wonder if I don't know if it'll make any difference, but I wonder Apu probably, but I wonder if Apu and Queen are from Kano country originally. 'Cause I know
Right.
that's like the China of
Right.
the One Piece world.
That's a good question. I'll scroll through his shit to see if there's any mention of like
Yeah.
an East Blue or some shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
but fuck Apu. Let's get to the good part.
Stubru. Oh
yeah,
my God,
actually,
this-
fuck them.
the
Right
final
brain
section.
tower inside
the
the,
chapter.
dome.
I love it. What's his face? Sasaki's talking like, "Do you really think you can get away with them under your arms, young master?" And I love Momonosuke. He's like, "Who are you?" And Yamato's just looking at both of them, and all we have to do is kill that boy, and our mission is complete. And Shinobu's like, "I don't know who you are, but if you're on our side, please, I beg of you, save Lord Momonosuke." And here is where we get it. I'll save you too, Shinobu. I saw you 20 years ago at the execution of Kozuki Oden.
Oh.
And like, that was the panel that was drawn in that chapter. Like,
Yeah.
Yamato was there. And
And the thing is, Yamato was introduced with that mask. We could have
Yeah.
called it.
yeah,
Oh,
and I love
shit.
this part
We're such
where
fake
Yamato-
fans.
We are.
where Shinobu's like, "What?" And we see Shinobu's words when she's screaming to the crowd, like, "So tell me again, who are you calling the fool of a lord?" And Yamato's like, "Your words brought tears to my eyes. The life of Kozuki Oden brought tears to my eyes." And he gets fucking blasted. But this is the part that got me. Oh my god. Dude. The guilt. Everything.
This fucked me
Momonosuke, on that terrible day, I ran to Curry to save your life. But how? How are you fine? But I'm sorry. All I could do was watch as Kaido dangled you over the edge. Back then, I didn't have the strength. And
He says as he fucking swings his
this
club.
fucking
He's
shitty,
unscathed.
this shitty hedgehog motherfucker gets a Oni bat to the face, and Yamato is like, Momonosuke's like, "Who are you?" And Yamato, he's like, "I used your father's name earlier, but my other name is Yamato, and I would die for you."
Dude.
When I read
think-
that, I started crying.
I think it's fucking confirmed that like Yamato's gonna be the next Straw Hat, because the
Don't
chapter.
say I will literally lose my fucking mind.
Well, no, the chapter was named after Yamato,
Yeah. So
and I saw there was a Twitter post. The only characters who have had like chapters named after them are Straw Hats.
That is very true.
Yeah.
And Ace, but that was literally called
Because he died.
Ace. D.
Because the
Porcus
next
dies.
word was dies.
oh my god, stop it! No.
Ace is a fucking asshole.
You're so right because like Odin.
Yeah, right. He is an asshole. Got him.
Wait, shut up! This is so important because he's gonna follow like Odin's step of like going out into the.
That's the
serves
thing.
You, serves
And,
you
like-
right, you dead bitch.
The thing is, like, I also like these lines because it steps away from the whole thing of like, what a fucking wackadoo. Like, Yamato thinks that he's Kozuki Oden. Like, what a whack job. Like, no, he's very
No,
clearly
this-
aware that there's
This
two separate human
introduces-
beings.
Right. No, it's really
To,
cool.
to
how,
me,
like,
this is like a parallel between Kaido's guilt for like killing Odin.
Oh,
The same sort of thing. Like Yamato, I mean, he even says, "I went straight to Curry to save your life, but all I could do was watch as Kaido dangled you over the edge."
I mean,
And like,
yeah, he was just a little.
you have to
kid.
imagine for 20 fucking years, like
That's so sad. Oh my god.
oh
it's
my
so
goodness.
rough, dude. Like,
But it's so cool.
it is so good.
But I love Yamato because everybody's like, "Oh, like, you know, I've seen a whole bunch of people like, well, like Yamato like wants to be Odin, but like in a like I want to be called Odin, like I want to be Odin."
Right.
But I like that Yamato's finally like, "No, like my name is Yamato, and I'm
Right,
gonna,
exactly.
I'm gonna defend you as Yamato, not as Odin."
Like
you know?
what he's saying is like he wants to, like, the life of Kozuki Oden brought tears to his eyes. The life of Kozuki Oden moved him.
Yeah.
So, like,
yeah.
he wants to embody that. He wants to keep that going. Which is why, you know, he's here, like, I would give my life for you. For Momonosuke specifically, because that is the continuation of the Kozuki Oden family. Not Yamato, right? But the family.
Yeah,
Momonosuke.
yeah. That's why I like it, because
Yeah.
Yamato, like, you know, every mention of every time Yamato was shown in the past like couple of chapters, it's been like, oh, like I'm Odin, like chasing after Momonosuke and that. But I like this, like the
it's
sort
very,
of
like, it's very
coming
sober.
over his own guilt. Like,
It's very sober. And he's like being very clear about, like, what he's wanted to do, what this whole time has culminated into.
Yeah.
It's
So,
such a good breath of
he's
fresh
so,
air.
like, just taking down that, what was that, like, one of the lead performers?
Was the hedgehog
just-
a lead performer? No, I think he was
No,
just
it
with
was some
Sasaki.
hedgehog guy.
All right, so whatever, taking down those people in the fucking kingdom of animal pirate crew or whatever, but, like, with just, like, one fucking swing of his bat, like, this kid's pretty fucking strong. Like,
Yeah, this guy's like nothing to fucking Scott. Like, the fact that he got blown to fucking shit, they firing squatted straight at him, and he took it. He's like a little dirt. He's got gunpowder on him.
Yeah.
That's it.
that's it. I
Yeah.
mean, who knows? Maybe he has hockey.
But like the thing is, like, we would have seen. I mean, maybe he has access to that Ryo thing.
Oh.
Well, I think he's got to have hockey, because when never mind, I might not know. I remember, because when Kaido used Thunder Bagua, it had the black lightning.
That's true.
When he hit Luffy with it, and I'm pretty sure when Yamato used Thunder Bagua, it had the black lightning when he hit what's her face,
Ulti.
the mask ulti. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that black lightning is, like, specifically used for, like, when hockey, like, clashes.
You know, that does sound right, but I will retract my statement about the Ryo, because then Yamato would have taken off his cuffs on his own instead of having Luffy do that.
Yeah.
That's if he knew he had it.
That's true.
I mean, this
Well,
whole
that's
time
true.
Luffy's been living, like, with hockey
Well,
and never knowing
That
he
could
had
be
it,
true, because
and using it
Hyogoro
instinctually.
can use Ryo.
Yeah, that
or
is
at least
true.
he showed Luffy, but he wasn't able to take off the things, so
Right,
maybe
but that's
it's just
like
a Luffy and what's his face thing.
that's because, like, that's they tried with things that were available to them, and
Yeah.
maybe you know, Yamato never knew. Who knows?
Yeah.
Just like Luffy.
It could be a thing of, like, application too, because I know Hyogoro also mentioned, like, the people of Wano learn how to use Ryo with a sword, like, specifically because they're samurai.
And that's
Right.
what, like, a hockey imbued sword is in general.
Yeah,
Right.
and that was the trouble of, like, Hyogoro trying to teach Luffy Ryo, because Luffy doesn't use a sword,
Luffy
so
doesn't use a sword.
yeah.
So it might just be that, like, it could be an application of Ryo where it's just an overshield on a body, kind of like in
Yeah.
Halo and Destiny,
Oh shit.
where it's just straight up like it, like let's say like a 1 inch, like all around your skin kind of thing.
Or that shit on his back, just fucking.
The rope has armament
wait,
hockey.
Wait.
Brain blast?
He turns around. Wait, okay, this is a little bit confusing, because when he gets blasted, when you see him at the bottom of the page in page 15,
He does.
when he gets blasted, he's facing them, but in the next page, he's facing the other way.
Well, I mean, like in the, you know, like in the cover of Dust or whatever.
I think
Turns around.
Yeah.
it's just he turned around because he was
Okay, 'cause
winding
I
up to
thought-
beat the fuck out of that
I
hedgehog.
thought, like, how he looks, the way that he's standing in that panel in page 16, it almost looks like he had, like, put his sword down as kind of like a shield. It's not a sword, first of all, it's a club. But, like,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
No, I think he's getting up with it.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, yeah.
Either way, man, this shit is good. Also, fucking look, to the people that are legit like, oh, Otis paneling has gotten worse. Like, dog,
Why
dog. I don't know, because people are dumb.
I think it's the cleanest it's ever been.
Yeah, like
it's really fucking good.
It's the best a traditional sense of paneling could ever get. Like, I will concede that, like, Jujutsu Kaisen gets very inventive. This last chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen was really cool.
Yeah.
But, like, it's a lot of people use paneling to convey action and, like, directions of action, how things are moving and this and that. But that's just, like, one aspect of, like, paneling. There are other aspects are, like, drawing eye line, drawing your eyesight specifically to a place, or the one page where, like, everyone was, like, after Apu, like, you can see, like, the paneling is cut there to show you, like, who's on what side and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, even if you, like, well, in specifically for this chapter, that final, like, page, Yamato is literally, like, popping off of the page.
Yeah.
Like, everybody else is in the background. Like,
Yeah.
every panel's in the background. Yamato is specifically on a layer above all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's specifically when he says, but my other name is, that bubble pops out, and then the reveal of Yamato, like, the horns and the little rope, like, they overlap all of the other panels, and it's like, oh shit, like, this is fucking cool.
I mean, I remember when I was younger, I think, like, in high school, I remember thinking, like, I never wanted to read the One Piece manga because it looked so messy. It looked very busy. There was always, like, lots of lines, lots of tiny little details, and that's still there. That has still, like, continued to, as you can see in, like, this chapter specifically. But I think it's just it actually looks better than it ever has, in my opinion. Like, it looks clean. It's easy to follow. Like, I don't see how people could be complaining. And second of all, like, why are we complaining about paneling? Like, what does this have to do with anything? Like,
yeah, I don't know. People just say that it's gotten worse and stuff.
Like,
but
use
I
your
don't
brain.
know.
Zoom in. I don't know what your problem is.
I would direct them towards Grant the Thief's on Twitter, his One Piece, like, manga catch-up thread.
Oh yeah.
Because he caught up from the first chapter all the way to now, and he, like,
over the course of several months,
and
recently
he logged every single chapter he read and, like, moments that stood out. And in every single chapter, even up to the, like, most recent ones, there was always a tweet that he would make that would be talking about how great the paneling is. And he, like, you'll see them because it's the pictures of the panels, and he'll draw the lines of, like, oh, it's really cool how, like, everything on the page points towards this moment, or, like, oh, the eye lines are, like, pointing in different directions. Like, there was one in Whole Cake where it was, like, I think it was when Sanji was talking to Reiju. It's like when Sanji's feeling down and he's, like, kind of doubting himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's, like, facing his eyes are facing the other way, and then as soon as Reiju, like, tells him, like, oh no, like, you have a family to go back to, like, go. Like, as soon as he acknowledges that, like, their eyes, like, meet finally on the page, and it's like, oh, that's fucking cute.
Yeah.
But it's just shit like that. Like, it's gotten a lot more, like, okay, yeah, it's not gonna be, like, I don't know. There's more to paneling than just, like,
oh, look at that super cool, like,
yeah,
spread.
The way the dialogue boxes, like, they draw your eyes, like, yeah, like you said, like, yeah, like, drawing your eyes is part of the paneling, but it's also, like, the storytelling within the panels that's part of paneling. Because even something like in this chapter where like, there's a lot of panels that are, like, kind of longer panels, and it's like, as you're reading it, like, things are happening in the panel, like, time is passing in the panel as you're reading it.
Yeah.
But it's all one panel. Like, Oda could have easily split it up into multiple panels, but it's like, no, you get to, like, imagine a whole scene, like, oh shit, like, yeah, it's happening in real time. But
I mean, even with this final scene here of the chapter, like, we open this scene with a wide shot, right? We are showing everybody where we are, what it looks like around us, where everybody is situated, right? And then, we get the small panels of different people speaking, and so we've gotten all the shots that are showing us where everything is, what's happening. I don't see like what's
you don't
bad
see what's
about
bad
this.
about it.
Like,
yeah.
I like especially page 15 and 16. I really love like the flashback is in like is like seamlessly put into the flashback of Shinobu's face. It's like seamlessly like added right there alongside like Yamato's face.
And even that, like Yamato, the panel directly below is like right
directly
below
it, that long panel where you see like the whoo, like the wind
like,
behind him.
Like Shinobu screaming about like her admiration for Lord Odin, and then immediately below the same exact like face and everything,
same
like
exact
her
face.
like, oh, Lord Odin brought tears to my eyes, like.
And that's and now I'm just noticing like that who in the back, that like wind and stuff, and that bright light that's like overshadowing his face. That's the bomb coming at him or whatever.
Yeah.
And I love how like right after that, like, they're on the floor, they're getting up, the dust is settling, and he's still talking as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
He's like, Momonosuke, on that terrible day, I ran to Kuri to save your life. Like, I can just hear him, like, in that rubble, just, like, with like a, like a strained voice, like, continuing, like, what's wrong? What's wrong with this paneling?
Yeah.
Like,
well, more so than that,
it's
like,
cinematic.
It's very easy and digestible.
Yeah.
Like, granted, we're biased. We've gone through like almost 1,000 chapters of this shit, so like we do understand it intrinsically. But like specifically in page
I'd assume that
16,
these people saying that his paneling is getting
Cinema
worse
sins,
should be
ruins,
at the
critical
same like.
True. But in page 16, the top 3 panels, like we first get Momonosuke,
Right.
and then zoom in on Momonosuke. But like the way the wisps are drawn, the wisps have like a certain like
They're
flow
going
towards Yamato.
Towards Yamato.
And so it's kind of like we're checking on Momonosuke because Momonosuke is the one that needs to survive.
Momonosuke is being pulled towards Yamato with those wisps.
Exactly. Like, it's so fucking good. It's so crisp. Like, there's so many details that you could just...
Yeah.
You could,
even
like...
when Yamato swings, like back then I didn't have the strength, you could see the swing,
right.
like the action line of where the bat started, and then you follow off of the bat, the direct line of sight goes to the hedgehog guy. The next panel you see is the hedgehog guy getting ass blasted.
Yeah, like that's the point of that panel. Like back then I didn't have the strength, and the point of that panel was like, but now I do. Like, look at me.
Yeah.
Like my whole life up until this point has
Cinema
culminated
sins
to this
ruined
moment.
Critical thinking. Cinema sins ruined critical thinking.
Unfortunately, like
that whole thing that you were saying about.
I think that's what it is. It's just like it's not all cinema sins. It's probably a whole.
There's a lot
social
of media out there that's
short,
to blame.
Digestible thing, but it's like cinema sins really fucking. They're the biggest name I can think of, and the biggest red-handers that I can think of, that like they just like name tropes and shit that's bad, and then like, or they're like, oh, this trope bad, and it's like, no, like, so like it could be good. And the same thing with paneling. Like when I hear paneling, it was, One Piece's paneling has gotten worse. It's like, bruh, like not every chapter is gonna be like Toriyama's best. Like Toriyama was amazing at paneling. Not even he could fucking do that shit all the fucking time. Like, and sometimes it doesn't have to be that way. Like, you don't need to make your panels overly fucking crazy. Like,
like
it's the same thing with like writing a book.
Weekly manga. Like, what do you guys want from like?
Same thing as a book or a movie. Like, you don't need everything to be like over. Like, sometimes the simplest thing, it works, and it's the best.
Yeah, that's also what makes those moments, those like whatever amazing paneling moments,
pop out even more.
So special and pop out even more because like they have their time and they have their place. Yeah. But there's also like that point about like tropes, pointing out tropes and things like that. Like as a writer, as a creator, I want you all to know, not to sound not to be discouraging, but whatever you've fucking written, I promise you it's already been written before, and that's the point. That is literally the point. Every story, tropes are repeated because that's it. Tropes are tropes. They're good things. They're things we want to read about. They're things we want to experience over and over and over again. It's not about the trope, though. It's about how you present that trope, how it fits into your story, how that works. Like, yes, you can sit there and be like, oh, look, this trope has already been done before. Like, blah, blah, blah. But, like, that's literally, like, it's
not
just impossible to come up with more. Like, there's a reason why we call them tropes, because these are just things that come up in stories naturally. These are things that come up in these stories that are compelling, that we want to tell stories about. That's why they're tropes. That's why they come up all the time, and that's okay. You got a lot of tropes in your story. That's fine. That's not what
good.
makes it bad. That's good. That means that you're pulling out the most compelling things in this story that you want to tell. Your story, yes, it's been written before, but the way that you write it, the tropes that you use, the way that you use them, that's all you.
Yeah, that's honestly, like, the fucking thing. Like, we're not here, like, yes, we're here for Luffy and this and that, but we're here specifically for the way that Oda has brought together his story very deliberately, and we're here because of how Oda has strung together all of these not loose ends, but all of these elements of a story together. We that's why we find it compelling. You know, it's not because, like, One Piece used to be compared to Fairy Tail. You know,
shit.
Personally, I don't understand why.
I think it was the other way around.
True. But, like, I personally don't understand it. But, like, yeah, sure. Like, One Piece at its core, the elevator pitch is a kid leaves home, he finds a ragtag group of people, and then they go around disturbing the status quo. And it's like, cool, great. That also sounds like fucking Hunger Games or some shit.
Yeah.
But, like, it doesn't matter. We're here for, like, the flavors that Oda's putting into it. It's
like I said, like, yes, you call them tropes. They've been called tropes because these are things that they turn up over and over and over again in the stories that we tell, and that's because they're good. They're good.
Tropes good.
They're good stories.
Oda's paneling has not gotten worse. You can't look, man. You buy an expensive car that takes an expensive amount of gas, and you're not rich. Dog, I don't think you're driving that every weekend, so I don't know where the fuck you get the idea that every fucking chapter of One Piece has to be, like, the most innovative paneling ever. Like, I don't know. I think that's
also
where it comes
a weekly
from.
series too.
Yeah, that's the other thing I said. Like, it's a weekly series. Like,
it's an amalgam of all of these things that people complain about, but, like, they don't. I feel like the people who complain about this don't understand, like, what the manga could go through weekly.
Oh, no.
And also, like, don't understand what good writing is. And then the same people that want Game of Thrones, like, oh, I just want everybody to die. I'm not going to get started.
Life. That's what would happen. They would just die.
I just want blood. That's what I want.
Why the fuck are you reading manga if you want realism? Like,
the Gummy Boy's not real.
The Gummy Boy should have died.
Like, go back to watching your fucking, like, HBO. Like, bye.
Damn. But yeah,
goodness.
That's where we stand. Like, y'all have heard us time and time again about this.
Yeah.
But that's it for us this week so far.
That's it for us. Write your tropes. Don't stop nutting.
Forever.
Just go for it.
Nut your tropes forever.
Wait, wear your fucking masks.
Yeah. That's about it.
Wear
Anyone
your mask.
got a
Jesus
crack
Christ,
theory?
wear your mask.
I do have a crack theory, actually.
Oh, you do? What the fuck?
Ooh, hit us.
Well, so call us out first.
Yeah. So that's going to wrap it up for us. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media. We are at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast everywhere else. New episodes go up every single Monday following the official Sunday release. They will go up on parameciafancast.libsyn.com, and as soon as they're uploaded there, the RSS feed graciously distributes it to every podcatcher in existence. We're on Spotify, Google, or I guess Google Play is done and it's YouTube Music now or some dumb shit. I don't know.
It's a Google Podcast? Question
Or
mark?
Google Podcast. I don't know, dude. Google's wild. They like to make 5 different programs and then cannibalize them all in the worst possible way. Anyways, Spotify and iTunes. Yeah. All the podcatchers. There is a break next week.
Yes.
So we'll be back on the 15th. So we'll have something planned for next week.
I already
We'll
have
figure
an
it out.
idea.
All right. We'll figure it out.
I'm taking over.
No, not again. So,
Bring it back.
if you could, please tell a friend. That always helps us out. And it's the thing that helps us out the most. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Because we don't advertise. We refuse to advertise, really. And word of mouth is the thing that really like gets us through. So telling a friend, really like show, especially if your friend doesn't like really listen to podcasts, show them the YouTube. Like don't like, oh, I listen to this podcast. Like don't say podcasts. If someone's not into podcasts, that sounds like a nasty word.
It's a no word. It's a gamer word of power. Show them YouTube. Everyone likes YouTube.
Right. YouTube.
YouTube.
Anyways, my crack theory is not really a crack theory, but like Hamlet, that sick fuck.
The giraffe fucker?
The giraffe fuck.
The
dear.
filthy Frank guy.
The filthy Frank guy. What if he was so strong? Actually, he's strong. He's the strongest 100 beast pirate because he doesn't have a hybrid form. I don't think Smiles have a hybrid form. They're
No.
just stuck in it.
Yeah.
But his level beyond what he is now is he uses his human legs. He stands with his human legs and then uses his giraffe butt
I hate
and
you.
swings the giraffe butt
I
around.
hate so
That
bad.
full armament hockey imbued giraffe butt swinging
just-
around.
Is he just like fused at like the upper back with?
I want to believe it's
I
the
like
butt.
to assume it's at the ass. It's right at the coccyx.
So okay, so then that would. So does he? Is it like some what's that movie called? The one with like the mad scientist that like connects your mouth with people's asses.
Oh,
Human
human
centipede.
centipede.
Is it like some like human centipede shit where like he eats and then it shits into the giraffe and then the giraffe shits out? Is that how he feeds the giraffe?